How to use HIX AI. Hey everyone and welcome, I hope you're all doing great. And this video I'll be talking about HIX AI, the platform, and how to use it, how to get started, and all you need to know about it from a beginner's perspective. So I'm not going to really dive into all the details, but it's just going to get you started with HIX AI. So basically HIX AI is a platform that offers like many different AI tools. They're going to help you with writing, rewriting, and just plenty more. And we can just talk about that in a second when we go to the actual apps that they provide. They have HIX Writer, which is going to help you write, bypass GPT, essay GPT, article GPT, browser GPT, desktop GPT, and just plenty more. You can see a lot of them or their stuff. If you just visit the website HIX AI, you can just feel free to scroll down. It's just going to show us more about what each application actually does here. So for example, bypass, humanize AI text to bypass AI detection, which is actually very nice. And then here are more stuff like browser GPT brings HIX AI to wherever you write and work, which is just going to be a browser. And then here we have the tutor, which is you can actually use it for free. Essay GPT and more. So now let's talk about one important factor about HIX AI. Is it free or not? Well, mostly it's not. You can actually try it for free, test things out for free, but then at the end of the day, you will need to subscribe to actually use it for further stuff. I will show you exactly what I mean. If we just go to pricing, go to any of them, for example, HIX Writer. It's going to fix the pricing page, and you can see how much is going to cost. There you go. How much is going to cost to get HIX Writer? You can see it's going to be $8 per month for the basic, and more if you want to upgrade to other plans here, for example, Pro and Unlimited. And if you want the bypass, is going to be different pricing and so on. So you can see Essay GPT, all those pricings for you. Now, you may not need to just go ahead and subscribe to all of them. Just go ahead, test things out within the free version, and then see which one actually helps you best and really offers you the best help, and just go ahead and subscribe to that. So we're just going to go ahead, click on the actual homepage, and I'll show you how to get started. So you can get started for free, like I said. Go to HIX AI and then click on Start for Free. Here you'll need to do a simple signing up process. I'm just going to do it with Gmail because it's just going to be a lot easier for me. But you can continue with email if you want to. And once you actually go ahead and sign up, it's just going to take us to another page where they're going to ask us pretty much a few questions, I believe 3, which are going to help them, understand us better as the consumer and know what to help us with. So here, select your role. You will need to select your role. I'm just going to go ahead and select a specific thing here. For example, product manager for some reason. Click on next, and we can just go to the next question. How big is your workforce? Solo, next, and then how did you discover our AI writing tool? I'm just going to add word of mouth. Click on submit, and you should get going. Here they're going to also ask you, which app would you like to use? Don't worry, I believe in the actual free version you can just test all of them out, but we can just select one to get started. For example, HIX Writer. And now to begin with, HIX Writer is going to show us a prompt, but I'm just going to exit out of it. So here we have all the apps. This is basically the dashboard here. And on the left, we have all the apps that we can use. We have the HIX Writer, Content Rewriter, Editor, Email Writer, and so on. So we can actually see other apps here as well, like the Bypass, Essay, and more stuff. So you'll need to locate the actual thing that you want to work on. So for example, HIX Writer. And in here, you can see all the templates here, which are going to help you with what exactly do you actually want to write, So for example, if it's translation, talking points to paragraph, this is going to be very useful for those who want to create a paragraph. And, they have a topic in mind, but they don't really know exactly what to say about it. AI prompt generator, this is going to be like ChatGPT is just basic, you should write a prompt and just go to generate some text. FAQ answers, those are going to go hand in hand and so on. I'm not going to go through all of these. There's plenty, as you can see. So this is why it's very, very powerful to use HIX AI. But for example, let's just go to talking points to paragraph, click on this template, and we can actually go ahead and generate some text for a specific paragraph. So I'm just going to wait for it to load. It shouldn't take too long. And it's just going to load the editor here for us. So in here we have some tools to use. Here is going to be the actual talking points where you will need to add the prompts, which is going to help the AI obviously understand your paragraph better. And then here we have also more stuff. For example, target audience. We can select proper ones. For example, here we have everyone shoppers, college students, new parents. Obviously, we're on the free plan. The free plan, by the way, it does exist, but it's just going to give you limited options here, as you can see, and also limited generation of text. So it's not going to be unlimited text. So this is why you would want to upgrade. But you do actually get some out of the free plan. So here, generally speaking, we're just going to go ahead and select everyone. Here we have tone of voice. Again, we can just select a proper tone. We can just do friendly, for example, instead of, what was it? Professional. We can just do friendly or exciting. I think exciting should work. Language, English, but there's also more languages to choose from. Plenty of languages, actually, so you can see. But I'm just going to keep it as English here. And now we can just go ahead and generate. Obviously, after we add the text that we need here. We can just exit out of here and add some text. Here you will need to add the prompt. I'm just going to go ahead. And here you will obviously, it's going to be for paragraphs, so you'd want to add the talking points. Here you can see some samples here or examples within the field here. I'm just going to come up with something crazy and just get back to you. Okay, so I just wrote some stuff about HIX AI and how you should use it. So let's see how it's going to work out. So I'm just going to make sure you have all of these correct. You have your talking points and click on generate. Obviously, you can separate the talking points for them to, have more input. So here I discover the incredible world of HIX AI, and you can see more stuff about it. So you can just feel free to copy, and you can have this already done for you. And if you want to change something, you can just, again, delete, work on something else, you get to the thing, and you can just go ahead and do that. So this button here is going to use the actual app, which is the bypass. So if you actually want to use this, be mindful of it, and you can just go ahead and use it. And it's going to actually bypass the AI detection. And you can click on Humanize. I'm not going to do it, but you can click on Humanize, and that's actually just going to show you a more humanized version of the text here, which is going to be within the output, I mean. And this is how to use HIX AI, the writer. Or let's see if we can test one more thing before we leave. Here you can see free version is going to give you 300 words. But I'm just going to go ahead and try something else. Let's try SAGPT, for example. Here is going to obviously be or help us create essays with AI, and let's see if we can try it with the free, since we started using the writer. I believe you can actually do it, but I'm just going to take you through how to go about it. So here we have generator, writer, HIX Scholar Chat. I'm just going to click on generator and get started. Here you can see generate plagiarism, free essays and scholarly papers, step by step. Click on that and it's just going to take us through the process. Now, for some reason, my browser is just very slow and heavy when it's loading this stuff. It shouldn't be the same for you. I believe it's because I'm recording and I don't know, I'm not updating or something. So here you can just go through these steps. So brief is going to be a descriptive topic. Reptiles. I don't know why it went for reptiles, but I'm just going to okay, so let me just do something more real. Okay, wait. I am really bad with examples. I just went with this. My topic is about the tallest buildings and history behind them. Now, I need to note the more details that you add in this section, the more accurate it's going to be when they actually generate it for you. So make sure you actually add as much as you can. You do have a 500 character limit, so make sure you have that in mind. But feel free to add all the chapters that you want to talk about, and so on. Essay type, I'm just going to go for basic. Words is going to be 100 to 200, and then language is just going to be English. And just click on Generate Titles. It's going to take us to the next step, which is going to be generating titles. Here we can actually just enter our own title. So I'm just going to go ahead and do... Actually, let me just select one of them. Sky's the limit. Exploring the tallest buildings. Click on Generate Outline to go to the next step. So, here we have Outline 1 and Outline 2, and we can just compare them if you want. So here, historical background of tallest buildings. We can see early skyscrapers and their significance, and more stuff here. So you can actually see them, and you can actually edit them, which is not only see them, but you can take place when it comes to outlining the actual essay before it's complete. I'm going to go for essay outline 2. Obviously, I didn't read through them, how to compare them, but generally speaking, you would want to compare these two before you do that. Click on Generate Essay, and this is just going to be the final step. It's going to take a little bit of time, and we can just go ahead and wait for it, and we have our essay here. It's good. It's you can actually edit it, so it's not going to be stuck with this, obviously. So you can just feel free to change whatever you want to change, and when you're happy with this, you can just feel free to copy it and leave. You're good to go. So you can just edit things out, add more stuff if you want to. And this is pretty much how to use it. Now, I did just use two apps, which is going to be the essay writer and the actual writer itself, HIX Writer. But I believe it's just going to be exactly the same for the rest of them, except for browser, obviously, because it's a browser. But yes, shouldn't be too difficult to use any of the HIX AI tools. It's very self-explanatory. I just showed you two examples of what you can do with HIX AI. There's a lot of templates, a lot of friendly user interface, and this just AI, so it's going to be very easy to use. With that being said, I hope that you liked this video and that you actually found it to be helpful, and thanks for watching.